Hey, it's Fabrice Billard. We thought we would just share a nice view with you. We're in Sydney. It's a beautiful sunny day today. Usually at this time of the year I travel overseas, but because of what's going on in the world, I thought I would stick around for just a little bit longer. And I wanted to share with you a few things that are going to help you in the current environment to stay strong here and in your business, but also how to be able to regain momentum in your business and in what's going forward. So what is the number one thing? The thing that if you don't have it, it's not even worth to have a business, and that is to basically stay healthy and do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you feed your mind and your body the right things, that you boost your immune system and you keep everything in the right health. We've got a lot of resources with that, which a few of them we have posted for free on our Facebook account, which is Fabrice Billard. And by the way, I'm the owner and CEO of Australia Business Coaching and meantforbusiness.com. meantforbusiness, just in case you didn't know how to spell business. So meantforbusiness.com and Australia Business Coaching. If you go to my personal page, Fabrice Billard, on Facebook or my LinkedIn, you will find some of the resources. So number one thing is make sure that you have the right daily habits to be able to sustain and support your health, to do all the right things that are going to enable you to be able to drive the business forward. The second thing is to basically get all the essentials. If you don't have that already in your business, if you were one of your customers, you would, but where you have basically the understanding of how your business is traveling all the things into your dashboards so that you can focus on what needs to be done. But that's more in that particular case. I'm talking more about what's going on in the world, where you have a very basic, small, effective report on what's happening. So from there, you can cut the noise. So you don't have to be overwhelmed with a lot of bad news and this and that. So what I get is my team prepares a really quick summary on some main points, so I know where the world is going. I look at a few things, maybe 5 minutes a day maximum, so I'm not completely out of tune with things where I may need to react, but I don't get polluted. And what I do is what I call cut the noise. So remove all the stuff that is unnecessary and cutting the noise. The third thing that helps you to remain strong, other than in your body, is in your mind too, is the power of perspective. What you will do understand is that you may have had crises many times over the years, and we've had many crises over many years, and we always overcome, okay? And at the end of the day, everything happens for a good reason, and if you think about it over, like the long term, and you take the perspective of history and the perspective of humanity, all the little things, it may be big for some of you, that are happening at the moment start to take a little bit less of an impact. So the next thing that we're going to be talking about is basically to be able to make a difference. This is something from, I believe, many years ago, Jim Rohn, where he speaks about your sphere of influence and control and your sphere of concern. These are the things you can do about, and where you can make changes. These are the things you worry about, where you can do nothing about. The more time you spend here, the less control you will feel in your life. The more time you spend there, the more this is going to expand, and you'll be able to make a difference in the world. So what this means is that basically to have the wisdom to let go of all the things that you don't have any control over, so you don't stress yourself and feel powerless unnecessarily, and to really take action and improve consistently the areas that you can, and have the wisdom to let go of what you cannot. And what that means is that you can use your voice, like I'm doing now, your wallet, and your habits to be able to, encourage the things that are good for the world and for others and for your business, and to let go of the others. And now I'm going to share one more thing, is basically to be able to understand that there are two different, areas again, which belong to that particular thing. Is there's the outside world and the inside world too. How you react to things yourself, and what are the environment and the things that impact you. So this is the main area where you have also control, and to be able to get a sense of control, whether it's in your business or in yourself, you clearly have to separate the two. Can I have impact on the outside? Yes or no? And if not, then I have to look inside in my business, in myself, and this is the most important part, is who do you surround yourself with to stay strong? Who are the people around you that can keep your head in the right place, that can inspire you, that can keep you going? Our clients, for instance, do much better than everybody else because we keep them on track, because they are part of an amazing community of inspiring people, and that makes a huge difference compared to being bombarded with negative things. If I had to summarize this when it comes down to a summary of your personal stuff and about being in power and remaining strong, it's about doing three things. To assess without being overwhelmed by too much negative information and so on, to learn the lessons and take the insight, and then to take action fast. Whenever there is a crisis, it's a time for many opportunities, but it's also a time where you have to be faster than everybody else, because things are going to move at an even faster pace than what it usually is. So, here are some questions now, more specifically about building back momentum in your business. Did anything change in your business? And if the answer is yes, how did you adjust? Or if you didn't adjust yet, what are you going to do about it right now? Okay? This is the first question. Second question, is this still important as far as the different actions that you have in your strategic plan and so on? If the answer is still yes, you have to do it now. Because if it was important, it is now the perfect time to be able to do it, and to do also, if you have a bit more time, the things that we don't usually do. Number two, do you have clear cash flows, forecasts, and financials to be able to navigate your business for the next 6 to 12 months? If there are new opportunities that you can tap into and that you can prepare for the growth, or if you have a little bit of a construction that you are going to be able to work with it. So basically, the next thing you do is how are you going to be able to create an environment that is going to be healthy and safe for your team, and that is also going to get them excited to be able to work in a fast pace again. Now, is this still important? I do it now. Have anything changed? What do I do about it? Do I know my numbers? Do I have all the right information to be able to make decisions? Did I build the right environment for my team to be excited, to be safe, and to be healthy? The next things that we're going to be needing basically is what information and support people do you surround yourself with to be able to gain back momentum. Especially if there are people who are giving you one-on-one advice, you want to have it so people that are going to challenge you to find better ways. I'm going to give you an example of a particular client that they thought their business was ruined because of the coronavirus. We've released some new ranges of products, some others we've changed a little bit of their business model and so on, and we have clients that are doing now way better than they've ever done in their whole life, and on top of it they are making a huge difference in the world. So this becomes of who do you surround yourself with, who do you have around you, what information and what advice do you get. So basically what you need to understand is that right now is a good time to refuel and reset, but we are about to get back into an area where things are going to start to move again, and that means that you have to have a very clear plan for the next 90 days at least, where you're going to be able to understand, to have the right environment, to have the right mindset, to have, to make the right decisions, so that from there you will take the right actions, which are going to create your habits and going to create your results, right? Which never change. It's always about that. So if you've been in a little bit of a lump, or you've been worried about anything, this is the time. Okay, I've used it to do what was important. I bring in the right influences, for my brain and my decisions, and from there I go, okay, now is the time. Let's just get it done. What do I need to do in the business? So basically, you have two solutions. One is you can go into an energy of contraction, or the other one is an energy of expansion. So if that's what you had to do because things were negative in the environment, then you look at the outside environment. Is there anything that I can change? Can I change the target market, the product, the way that we deliver? Can I change, the way we do things? What things can I change on the outside in terms of my business model or my offer that is going to help me to make it work anyway? If that one of them works, great. We back to normal, we go back to expansion. If that doesn't work, then, and you cannot change the outside, you're going to have to change the inside and really look at your forecasting and be able to understand what do you need, to change inside of the business to be able to make it work. So that no matter what, you are able to tap into opportunities, because every crisis, every single thing that happens has a silver lining. There is always something that's meant to happen. Like for instance, during the time of crisis is when most of the biggest changes in terms of the repartition of wealth happens, because people act fast. So this is what's going to happen. Either they're going to be people who are going to get completely mauled over and destroyed by the crisis because they haven't reacted, they haven't done those things, and they let themselves go down, or they just reacted too late that there was nothing else they could do about it, or the entire industry got wiped out and there's nothing they could do about it. Now, luckily, that's none of our clients, pretty much. The second tier are people who are going to do much better, and that's when we have to basically continue to do what we usually do to scale and leverage your business to give you more profit and more time. And the third is you go for an adjustment, and this is where you really need the right people to enable you to do the adjustment either on the outside or the inside or both, to come up with new plans that are going to help you to get better. Because if you don't prepare now, those things take time. When things are going to start to go well again, you might have run out of cash already, you might have had more hungry, more prepared, more people who take action faster, who have already taken away all your customers, and you will not have the surge that some other people are going to have an effect of a slingshot, or like a J-curve that is going to help them to get massive impact. So the time is now, as always, to get ready to start to work on it. So I hope this helps you to clarify. I know it's a lot of information in a quick time, but I wanted to play that short video for the benefit of everyone. If you want to be able to implement all this, obviously if you're one of our clients, you are already doing that with our team, and make sure that you're booking the time to get this done. If you are not one of our clients, you know what you need to do. There's going to be something where we're going to explain to you what needs to happen so that you get some help to actually get done properly. Again, this is Fabrice Villard from Australia Business Coaching and Men for Business. And it's not a time for you to stay strong, to be able to build back momentum, because this is the time. Because if you don't do it now, you're going to miss out on great opportunities, or you're going to be potentially exposed to risk, because the world is going to be a little bit of a different place. And it's only the people who are able to assess correctly, to make the right decisions based on that, and to act, that are basically going to get well and great results. And I want this to be you. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go.